Hey YouTube, it's Margaret, VSG Margaret. So today my question is outpatient surgery. So where I'm having my surgery done in September at Alabama Weight Loss Surgery in Birmingham, Alabama with Dr. Lee Smith. And it is being done as an outpatient surgery. So I have been doing research and I cannot find where anybody else does this. There were a bunch of different forums about people gonna have it done outpatient, but then I could never find like the follow-up as to how that went. Not really sure why I'm freaking out about it because they do gallbladder surgery and it's always done outpatient. And supposedly this is not supposed to be anything more difficult than that. So I can see, and I say it's outpatient, and it is outpatient in that I'm not staying at the hospital. However, I am not driving 2 hours home either. I'm staying at a hotel right beside the hospital, and I'm required to go back to the hospital the next day before I'm released to actually go home. So even though it's not an actual hospital stay, I am still right there by the hospital, and I do have to go back the next day. And so I just kind of wanted to see if there was anybody else who had this done this way, or if everybody stays at the hospital. And what complications or what struggles I might find by not being in the hospital. Quite frankly, I hate hospitals, and you can never get any rest in a hospital because they are forever coming in to check on you every 5 minutes. So in one way, I think it'll be nice, and I know, like, I had previously in one of my weight loss ventures, I had gone to a plastic surgeon and wanted to have a tummy tuck, and that was done outpatient, and that's way more invasive than this. So I'm not really sure what I'm worried about. The more I think about it, the better I think it might be, because I can have my surgery, my husband will be there with me, and we can go back to the hotel, and I can get some rest without people coming in and bothering us every 3 minutes. And I can walk the halls in the hotel, and I can get up and walk, and then I go back the next day, and then we go home. So, and there is, if there was a complication, it's like they're part of the plan, which is like the self-plan pay is there's complication guaranteed. So if there was a complication and I did have to stay, that would be covered. So I'm really not sure why I'm stressing out about it. I guess just because it seems very out of the norm in what I've watched and what I've seen. And I guess I'm just kind of trying to get some reassurance that it's not going to be that big of a deal, or kind of just see what I'm going to be up against. Like, how do you feel right after you wake up from surgery? I watched the videos of just out of surgery, and they seem fine. So I guess it'll be fine. I don't really know. I just leave me a comment down below and let me know what your experience was and how you feel it would have gone had you had to go, not home, but had you had to go to a hotel room versus staying in a hospital with nurses checking on you every few minutes. Other than that, nothing really new from the other day. Like I said, I'm 34 years old. I have 3 kids. And I just really think that it's time to make this change. My daughter is 3 years old, and I don't want her to grow up with a fat mom. As harsh as that might seem, I don't want that for her. And I want to be active, and I want to be able to run around the yard and play with my kids and not be the mom that's sitting on the porch while my husband is in the yard playing with the kids. That's not who I want to be. But quite frankly, I don't have the energy to do anything else but be that person right now. And I'm just ready for that to change. And yes, I have done it on my own before, but I'm back here again. And that's what I don't want to happen. I want to put in that extra assurance that, you know what, when I do it this time, I'm going to figure out what's going on up here, because quite frankly, that's a scary thought. And fix that along the way. And I know I'm not naive. I know that there are issues that I'm going to have to deal with that right now I use food to deal with, and that's not going to be an option. And I realize that, and I'm ready for that. And I don't know. I'm ready for the change, and I want that extra security blanket that, you know, I'm not going to be able to do the things that I do now, and abuse food the way I do now. And I want to learn how to deal with that without using food. And I think that the surgery really is the only option to be able to live that way. And I look forward to the journey. So until next time, thanks.